Hello, my powerful one. Detachment from outcomes. We know how just very, very important it is on your way to creating and manifesting limitless success and impact in the world, which is, of course, detachment is the opposite of clinging, of attaching to certain outcome. But would you agree with me that sometimes is easier said than done? Especially, I remember in the earlier stages of my business, I knew about this principle. I've heard it a million times, just like you. You've got to stay detached about how your manifestation will happen and when they will happen. You've got to trust divine timing and divine way. I knew it consciously. But to practice detachment is sometimes a whole of another matter because we have bills to pay, right? We have needs, human needs. So what I want to share with you today is a few principles which really help me to lean in more and more into energy of true detachment from outcomes and lean into absolute trust in divine, trust in self, trust in divine order and divine how and when, so that there is absolutely no resistance in that flow, and that manifestations and that which you want to create becomes so much more easy. Now, I wrapped it up into like four principles which I remind myself whenever I sense even a hint of attaching myself to outcome. Whenever I feel like I need to make this happen, or it's not going to happen because it's different from my conscious expectation. So whenever I sense something like that in myself, I remind myself of these principles, meaning I contemplate on them for a short while. Now, the art of contemplation is really underused and underappreciated. It's simply when you contemplate on something, thinking about something, be it a mantra, be it a principle, be it a sentence, be it a quote, be it belief, be it affirmation, be it whatever that is powerful. And the reason why I'm reminding you how the contemplation can make a lot of difference is because truly, when you contemplate on something powerful, something that carries powerful energy, it really works with both of your hemisphere, left and right hemisphere, and with your entire energy, including, of course, your neural system. So it gently bathes you in this new higher energy, and it gently rewires your belief system, if you like, the way you then unconsciously think, make decisions, etc., etc. So just contemplating on a few powerful principles can actually, in short term, but certainly long term, can make a lot of difference. So these are the few principles I remind myself and contemplate on whenever I feel some form of attachment to outcomes, and I'm going to share them with you too. Let them be a huge use to you, okay? So the first one is I remind myself that my intentions are simply a symbol of my next, of frequency, of my next version of self. And what do I mean by that? When we decide we want to achieve something, create something, manifest something, who does that? Who does that? Now, your answer is going to be obvious. Well, I decided. The conscious mind, if you like, the conscious me is deciding it. But here is the thing. It's not your conscious self, your conscious mind that creates the ideas. It's your higher self, your soul, if you like, the universe within you that is creating the ideas. And it's your conscious mind then that is perceiving these ideas. So that when I have the certain idea that I want to manifest, be it, let's work with something specific throughout so it makes it easy for you. I'm in a business, just maybe like you, or you want to be in a business, and I'm in a business of change, of empowerment, of really helping others to come to their fullness through energetic entrepreneurship. So let's say idea comes through me that to create a new offering and something to sell. And I may decide that, okay, I'm going to introduce it to the world. I'm going to, what we call digital launch or online launch or program launch. So I'm going to market it. I'm going to offer it. So now this idea to create a new offering and sell the new offering, where is it coming from? Who decided it? Yes, I decided it. But in that process, I merely perceived the idea that already pre-exists in my energy, and because I received it and it made my heart expand, I accepted that idea. So it's already in my vibrational frequency to live fulfillment of it. That idea itself, it's basically my soul telling me, come this way, this is who you are, this is who you are. That idea of, let's say, that sold out launch carries the frequency of my next level self, of the version of self that is living that and everything that comes with it, that level of abundance or that level of impact, etc., etc. So that idea already pre-existed. It's my soul, my higher self, that creates these ideas. It's my current self, or if you like, my conscious mind, that simply perceives those ideas. And in that perception, there are various filters, mind filters, if you like, via which that idea must come through. So, for instance, the filter of my current belief system, filter of my values, what is important to me, filter of my past, perception of my past, what happened in the past, etc., etc. So that what I perceive that idea, and therefore what I decide is my intention, is not necessarily always 100% match. It's a symbolism of it. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm going to lovingly accept it. Okay, that's who I'm meant to be. That's where my soul wants me to go. And I'm going to follow it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to lean into it. Because this is my greatest path of expansion for myself, my business, and everyone involved. Do you get that? So that's one principle I contemplate on when I feel the sense of attachment, and that is that my intentions are simply a symbol of the frequency of my next version of self. The second thing I remind myself, well, I will get that or better. So whatever that outcome I decided to create, that, let's say, sold out program launch, I know, or I'm going to remind myself and sink into belief that I'm going to get that or far better. Here, what I'm talking about, when you contemplate on this, you'll sink into this knowing that your higher self, the universe within you, never lies. It doesn't have ability. Why? Why would the God creator within you lie to you? No. Every time you get this, this is who I'm meant to be, or this is what I'm supposed to do, this is my next intention, it's simply you're revealing your truth, more of your truth of who you are. So you can, if you like, relax in knowing that while the process of how you're going to get there may be different from your conscious expectation, because, hey, we cannot help. We are human beings. It's a function of a human brain to create some form of expectation, how it should go. I decide that, I accept that, that's my intention. And your human brain, your human self is always going to create a certain how it should happen, when it should happen, to your satisfaction. So when it's happening, not happening in that way, you can say, that's fine. There's just disconnection of how it's really happening, how it's meant to happen. But whatever I ultimately are going to get, whatever the outcome is going to be, it's going to be that which I want or far better. Because my soul always is truthful when it's really revealing what's next is there for me, what's next I'm supposed to become. Always truthful to me. and I'm just leaning into it. So I'm going to get that or better. Also, I remind myself that I'm measuring too early. That, I'm literally focusing on that conscious expectation, how I consciously decided that how I want it to go, because again, our conscious mind would like it to go, okay, I decide something and I'm going there straight line. And it will happen like this. I will get, I don't know, this many clients will sign up, and this is when they will sign up, blah, 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 blah. So straight line. But really, divinely and really, it works a little different. We cannot know, our human senses, our human self cannot know what is the best, perfect, least resistance path for you to get there and to become that version of you. It may go like this, it may go like this, it may go various ways. And each of those ways, however you get there, carries some gift for you. So there is a disconnect between my conscious expectation and divine way. I acknowledge it. I acknowledge it. So you know what? I'm measuring too early. I'm measuring too early. I will count those chicken where I am after it's all done, after I co-created this experience. So that helps me to detach. So that's another principle. I remind myself I'm just measuring too early. Then the next one is that I remind myself that the process of leaning into this or co-creating this intention with my universal self, the process of it is actually way more valuable than the outcome itself, and therefore I'll refocus on the process. What do I mean by that? Is humanly, our little human massively underappreciates just how powerful, that's the biggest gift, is the journey of accepting that intention. Okay, work through me. I'm going to create this. I'm going to manifest this. And leaning into it and then following that, I call it internal nudges, the intuitive guidance of creating those conditions, leaning here, leaning there, doing this or maybe doing that, or stop doing this or stop doing that. So that journey from moment to moment, from day to day, that is the biggest gift. This is how I become. This is how I grow. It's in fact coming with the next principle. I remind myself that leaning into this intention, it's simply a way how I embody this higher level energy, higher version of myself. It's the way of embodiment. It's a way of embodiment. So that's the biggest gift. So let's say, again, bringing it to the specific context of, let's say, launching a new offering. And let's say I feel in myself I'm attaching. I remind myself, hold on, the process of launching, the process of creating this new product and marketing it, selling it out, delivering, that's the biggest, there's the biggest value here and now. Who am I in it today? So how about I'm going to focus on how would I love to co-create this today? How would I love to serve today? Who do I want to be in this co-creative process today? Because every of those things that come through me, well, today I would love to, I don't know, support clients with overcoming a certain fear that they may have when they step into this offering. Or I would love to talk about this, or I would love to support my clients in this way or that way. Whatever comes through me, this is where I'm practicing, if you like, or embodying the acknowledgement that this is me. That intention which I'm co-creating is me. It's me already. So I'm embodying it. I'm in energy of love and service and abundance and inspiration and all of that. So that journey, and if you start noticing it more and more each and every day, it's way more valuable than the outcome itself, because by the time you get to the outcome, by the time you manifest that outcome fully, it's old news. You already will have the next creation, the next intention to which you'll detach from or attach from, you see? So the process is way more valuable than the outcome itself. So I'm going to focus on here and now. Who am I in it? Who I choose to be in this today? And the last principle I remind myself is that this is certainly not the last chance, because sometimes the human mind like to think, so this must work out or else. It must work out in exactly the same way or else. there is an or else. You're never going to stop. You love what you do. You love who you become. You love this journey. You love your vision. You love your clients. So this is never the last chance. This is just a part of the way. Let's say again, in this context, in this example, this is not the last offering you create. You'll create many more. This is not the last time you'll be introducing this offering. You'll finish this introduction, this launch. You can start with the next one. And then because of who you are, because of who you're becoming. So you have million chances. And in each of those chances is simply a chance to embody more of that who you're meant to be. So these are the principles I contemplate on personally, and that help me over time to become naturally way more detached, way more in energy of just trust and knowing. But whenever I feel even a snippet of it, I'm back to these principles. I'm back to the contemplation, even for a few minutes. 3, 5, or even 10 minutes of contemplating of these principles can really put you truly back in energy of trust and therefore free, flowing, effortless manifestation. So hopefully they will come of use to you. And in next video, I'm going to hone in into one very powerful, if you like, manifesting question that will help you to create that next level of impact, sell out those offerings, or manifest that which you want so much more easily. So I'll see you in the next video. And again, thank you for being here. And oh, can I give you just one more quick update, the house update, before we say goodbye to each other for now. I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you who already signed up for the Queen's Code that is happening in just a few weeks' time. Powerful, free, online community event. I'm myself as a woman surprised just how many of you, I think it's in 2 days, well over 1,200 of you already signed up, and you're coming quick and fast. So I want to really, really thank you for that, because it's going to be so powerful. We're going to co-create so much. So I thank you, and I shall put the link to that event down below just in case. I'll see you in the next video, my dear. So much love. Mwah. Your inner queen. She is your guide to your full power, your full expression, your full value. She guides you towards your destined path, limitless impact, limitless freedom, limitless abundance, limitless sense of aliveness. When you fully awaken your queen, you leave all forms of self-doubt behind. You release your full magnetic power, and you sink into the deepest sense of joy, pleasure, and play. Your inner queen is whispering to you right now. It's time to listen. It's time to fully activate your Queen's Code. Are you ready?